Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So in this video, we will be basically covering all the overview of the report portal UI, what all are the features you have, how you can switch between the admin and the normal user. So without getting any delay, let's start it. Now in the previous video, which will be in the I button, I have already mentioned the step for the deployment, and from there only we have this user super admin which has the admin access is created, and the default credential for this was EREBUS. So let's log in. As you logged in, you will see the sign in successful message in the bottom, and you will get the normal user view. So here in the top we have the logo, then we have the dashboards or the projects between you can switch. So currently it's just the user, so we are only able to see one project. In the future videos we will be creating more projects, and we will be able to switch between them from here. Then on the dashboard button, it will display all the dashboards. We will be covering dashboard as well in a future video. So these basically are all the overall statistics with the test case, pass fail trend and all those things. Then we have the launches option. So these are the actual test results which are getting pushed either by our automation, either by Jenkins or any other CI/CD tool. Currently it's just a fresh deployment, so there is no results. Then we have the filters. So while uploading the result, we can pass different key pairs to the launches, like this will be of production testing, this will be of stage testing. You can pass as many tags you want. So based on those tags, you can create your filters, and all those filters will be visible here. Then we have the debug tab here. Basically, based on the name of the launches, you can debug that why the test case is failing, depending on the log which we are passing or logs which are coming from the test results. Then we have the project members. So currently there is just one user, but there can be multiple users, and you can manage who all can access these projects using their permission map, and you can invite new users also. We will be creating a few users for the testing purpose, and then we will be exploring each of these options in their own separate videos. Then we have the project settings, that how much should be the inactive timeout during the launch upload. So let's say a launch is getting keep on updating from like 2 days or something like that, so you can update that from here. How many number of launches you want your system should store, rest other can be deleted based on these values. Then these are the details, that okay, for this launch how many logs you want to store, or like logs of these much days should be stored, not deleted automatically. Then test results might have some sort of attachments, let's say screenshots and all those things. So how long do you want these attachments to be stored? So all these values can be set from these project settings. Then we have the integration. Based on different plugins, we can have different integrations. For example, the default is the email server. Then we can have the agile tools plugins which can directly be integrated, like Jira and a bunch of other. There is a long list actually. Then notification, how you want to be notified on the launch upload, on the launch update and all those things. Then these are the type of defect which came by default. Like to investigate means that you have to investigate it yourself, because the AI is not able to detect which kind of effect or defect it is. And sometimes we have some false result as well on the automation, so you can mark them as that this is not a defect, this is the expected behavior for like negative test scenario, something like that. Then there is a system issue type of, then there is a automation bug type of defect, then there is a production bug. Based on the failing test cases, you can assign that why this test case is failing, and we can create our own defect as well. Then we have the analyzer. So here basically we can generate all the index values, which is again back used by the AI model. We can enable the auto analyzer, which means that based on the previous history, it can figure out that it is an automation bug or product bug or something like that. Then we can set the percentage matching. For example, if there is a launch get created by the automation, and I have marked one issue as product bug because something was failing. Now I have uploaded the second result. So how much percentage should match? Let's say I'm getting the same error in the first launch and a little different error in the second launch. So how much percentage should match to be marked that as product bug automatically? Those kind of things can be set here. And then what to do with the unique error? For example, initially you got an error, XYZ type of error. You get the same error like in 2 or 3 launch, but somehow that gets fixed by the developer and you get a different kind of error. So these are the unique errors which have not occurred yet. So how to tackle them? Those settings can be update here. Default AI analyzer has its own pattern to catch the logs. You can create your own pattern as well, that okay, this string is coming in the log, then it should be like this kind of bug and those kind of things. Then here we have a tab that basically generate a demo data for us. So it will create 5 launches, one dashboard with all the 12 widgets, and it will create a one filter as well for us. So let us create a demo data to see all the details that can exist in all these tabs. So it is generating a demo data. It will take some time. Meanwhile, there is a help option. You can directly contact the ReportPortal support team or something like the GitHub issues or something from here. Let's say I'm not able to how to configure the reporting, and it will redirect me to the documentation of the ReportPortal website. Then okay, was the demo generated? Okay, the demo data is being already generated. So now you can clearly see that in the dashboard there is one demo dashboard exists. If I click on this one, these are the statistics getting listed, like these are the overall launch status, then based on the bar, based on the graph, then you get what are the total number of test executions so far we had, and how many of them are failing, and what kind of bugs are we getting. These are like the product automation or those kind of details. Then we have the pie chart formation as well. Then we have the launch detail as well. So there are tons of widget you can use inside a dashboard. Then in the launch tab, this is how you will get all your results. So you will get the name. If you click on this name, you will be redirected to the specific details of individual test case inside that launch. Like here, this is the first test, then these are the start time, end time, then there is a description for that specific test case. Inside this test case, you will see these are the tags I was talking about. This has a tag named as OS, which has value Android. Now it can be let's say your application is running on multiple OS is like Linux, Android, Windows, and something like that. So you can set them based on your requirement. Then there is the log. If you click on the first test case, it will get a little deeper. So you can keep on clicking all these single elements to reach till the depth. If you click on the first test case, it will list all the exact details, including the log or the attachment file. And again, you can anytime click on launches to go back. So everything is passing in this launch, so there is no failure, skip, or any kind of bug. But let's take example of this launch. It has one product bug. So this test case inside this launch has an error, and if we go inside deeper, we can see that okay, there is something wrong with the user filter or whatever. This is the demo data. Okay, so you can mark it as product bug based on the error log, and you can even delete as well from here. So you can do a lot of operations from here. Similarly, it will display all the launches in this tab, in short. Then in the filter, you will see there is a demo filter created, and this filter basically is checking that does the launches has the attribute name as demo. Every single launch that has attribute demo should get listed because we applied that filter. So that is how filter works. We have to pass the filter during the dashboard creation as well. We will be covering that in a separate video when we will be discussing about the dashboard. And again, we can apply the filter here in the debug, and we can debug the individual test cases that why it is failing for the root cause analysis. and this thing we have covered, this thing we have covered. Now here in the bottom, if you see, there are a few options, which the first one is the profile. From here you can manage the profile picture and all those emails and API keys and all those things. Then the second tab which we has the administrator. So this user has access to see the administrative task, so it has this option enable, and from here you can manage all your administrative things. What I mean by that is you can create your own projects, you can create users. For example, there is one more user, tester, and again I have to check what will be the default password for this one in the YAML file, and you can make admins from here, you can delete users from here. Then you can update the server settings as well, you can add your GitHub organization link and all those things. You can turn on and off or send reports to the report portal and all those kind of things. Here in the plugin section you can install all the plugins you want. If you want users to be logged in using LDAP configuration, you can do that. You can set up login via SAML. You can fetch, like currently the result format which report portal support is the JUnit, so you can install all the plugins from the store based on you can like even manually install if you have the jar file exist. So these kind of things can be done from the administrative view only. Then there is a option named as API. Now again, this section requires an entire video. All the operations which I'm doing from UI, like I'm clicking the element, I'm creating the filter, I'm creating the dashboards, all those things can be done using API as well, and it has a pretty nice Swagger API that can be used to like see how APIs are working. And let's say launch control has the API to update a launch, to complete a launch, to start a launch, and all those things. This required a separate video, we will be doing that also. And then there is option to log out. So this is pretty much about the report portal UI. It has all these features with the default user and with the admin users. So this is all about this video. These all are the features or the overview of the report portal UI. Now we will be diving into each of these sections in more detail in the future videos. So stay tuned for that, and feel free to subscribe my channel if you like the video.